Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Belgium Grand Prix. My name's Tom and I am your commentator for tonight. My co-caster Alex Tambridge couldn't make it, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see what we're up to. I just heard from my weatherman that it's going to rain at the end of qualification. As GLX uses one of the new Podium Pass helmets with helmets on top of that helmet. Quite nice, quite like it. Looks better than in the Podium Pass stall. Anyway, GLX first car out on track, current championship leader. I think that's Dennis just behind him. Yeah, it's Dennis. So GLX currently P1 in that championship, not by much, but I think he is going to take a huge lead today because his main rival Embassy isn't here. But you never know at Spa, the Green Hell, as it's also called in Belgium. Oh, that's a very interesting line there. Let's see what GLX does on his first qualifying lap. Tie apex there. To me, it doesn't really look like he's pushing that much. But it's still a bank lap, so you never know. Like I said, today it's going to rain at the end of qualifying, and with Spa being the longest track on the calendar, it's going to be very interesting what these guys are going to do, because basically you just can put in 3 laps, and that's when you push it to the limit. Let's see what GLX's is doing. I'm sorry. Ooh, through Paul Hahn, not the best of entries, but not too bad. Also, Dennis Wise already invalidated his lap time. It's unfortunate, but I don't think he minds a lot. He likes a good pedal in the races usually. Prefers to start in the back and drive through the fields. That gives him a bit of excitement. Meanwhile, GLX almost done with his lap time. He already looks like he abandoned his hot lap. Currently in 0 ERS, so let's look at his teammate Red Kragel. Looking for a lot of points. He needs to score some good points if he wants to stay in the championship battle. So let's see what he does. He does. And his hot lap goes over the line into P1 with a 141.3. Now, Beef through the final corner across the finish line into second. Just 4/10 off of Red Kragel. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a lot of technical issues here today. My headset just decided to mute him itself, so that's nice. I don't know, you probably haven't heard it because I was muted, but it was a very competitive qualifying. Gilex only 5 thousandths of a second behind his teammate Red Kragel. And Yelda Bammers with a very good performance in P3. It's going to be a dry race compared to the wet qualifying end. The session starts now, and Nico couldn't choose a strategy. That's nice. Anyway, let's get all the graphics up and run through the grid. Alright. So, in P1 we have Red Kragel. Why can't I change my camera type? Yep. Okay, I can change my camera type now. So in P1 we have Red Kregel currently looking to score some good points to stay in the championship battle against the man in second, his teammate GLX, with a helmet today. Nice one from the new podium pass, really nice. Looking to defend some battles for his first position in the championship. His main rival Embassy isn't here today, so GLX should be safe for now, but Yaldabamas in P3 is also looking to stay in the championship battle. As you can see, the predicted pit stop strategy, it's a one stop from the soft to the mediums in lap 9. In P4 we have Mario, championship contender from last season, the main underdog. In today's battle we're going to see a lot from him, I suspect. In P5 we have Besla. In P6 we have Persegili. In P7 we have Beef. In P8 we have Landos Milkman. In P9 we have Dennis Wires. Expect some good overtakes from him as well today. In P10 we have the first Ferrari in the names of Roy Romero. In P11 we have the second Ferrari in the name of Dax on the medium tires. In P12 we have My Etalman, his first race for Williams in VOR Sport. In P13 we have Mark Nicky in the Renault. In P14 we have Paladin, also on the medium tires. In P15 we have Ryan Kennedy on the soft tires. In P16 we have Chap Crow on the medium tires. And in P17 we have Nico, who unfortunately crashed during the wet conditions in qualifying. So let's get back to Red Kregel to start the longest track of the season. A very good angle here. This is going to be the thumbnail. Anyway, let's get a good angle. We have 3, 4, 5 red lights. They go out and away we go. Red Kregel has a very good start. GLX as well. Yaldabamas not so much. Mario already alongside him. Persegili around the outside, 3 wide there. Everything's going well. So far no one's going side by side through a Rouge. Oh, Ryan Kennedy loses it. Does he manage to catch it? Yes, he does. A magical save by Ryan Kennedy. He did lose a few positions, but he managed to keep it out on track. Meanwhile, in the top of the field, a lot is going on here. Besla not having a good race so far. Dennis Y is looking for the inside of Beef. Does he manage to keep it there? Yes, he does. Persegili sliding in behind them. So far, no one has crashed or DNF'd or had a collision, so that's quite extraordinary here at Spa. But Red Kregel, meanwhile, hasn't pulled away from GLX, which he needs to do. Otherwise, GLX is going to stick to you and finally overtake you, because we know GLX is a very good driver in maintaining his ERS levels throughout the race and doing the best strategies possible. Red Kregel does have the advantage because he's out in front, so he needs to be on top of his game to fend off GLX. An undercut can be very crucial and effective around Spa. Nico back in P17, P16. Mark Nicky just lost out a few positions. Ryan Kennedy surprisingly already into P14. Let's get a different detail up. Position change, yeah, I want that. So Dennis, like I said, already 4 positions up. Nice stuff from him. I see that Landos Milkman is very close on Besla, already alongside him. What a camera angle, I can't see shit. And Dux is also pretty close on his teammate, looking for a move. Is he going to do it already? Yes, he is. Oh! On the medium tires. Oh, broke him on the inside, and that's done and dusted. Meanwhile, Landers Milwin and Besla are still going at it. And Ryan Kennedy moves into P14. There's I think that's Tepcrow. Yeah, Tepcrow has lost a Impuhon. I don't know if that's because of a collision or just on the traction itself. Thanks for the offer, Ollie, but there's no need. Don't worry. Besla, meanwhile, or is it Dux? No, it's Dux. And Lenno's Milkman looking for a move on the outside of the bus stop chicane. That's a good. That would have been a good move if he did that. Not yet though. But Dux really a force today. Already making some good impressions by overtaking his teammate, and now pressing on towards Lando's Milkman. Oh, by the way, the drinking rule for today, if you want to play the drinking game, is a overtake in corners 1 to 4. So that's basically up till Radion. Meanwhile, the top of the field is a bit breaking away, as in Red Kregel and GLX. Behind them we have Jaldo Bemes, 2 seconds down the field. Behind him we have Mario and Dennis. The 2 Mercedes is looking pretty strong here today. Dennis Y is of course swapping the pain. The pain unfortunately couldn't make it today, which he probably finds very irritating, because this is a good track to drive and a very fun track to drive. But let's see what Dennis does in his seat today. So far he's looking very competitive, already making 4 moves through the field, and it looks like he wants some more. Running that number 13, very popular number it seems. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at the Discord if there's something going on in Sport General. Nope, doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, Mario's looking for a move on Jaldo Bemes around the outside. That's a very good move, and Jaldo Bemes is into the wall. Jaldo Bemes is into the wall. Oh, he lost a lot of his front wing as well. So Mario and Jaldo Bemes had a battle there, just on the end of Tobacco Straight. And it looks like Jaldo Bemes has got a lot of damage on the right side of his wing. That's going to hurt him a lot in the next corner here. As you can see, Lennart Melwin is gaining a lot through there. Jaldo Bemes going out of the way for him, so he doesn't. Oh, look at that speed. Jaldo Bemes is losing so much here. He needs to box straight away, because that front wing ruins his lap times a lot. And that also means that Red Kregel and GLX just got separated by almost 4 seconds after lap 4. So it's going to be between those two for the win, as Jaldo Bemes probably goes into the box. Yes, as you can see on the minimap, Jaldo Bemes goes into the box. But now, is GLX going to do a move on Red Kregel? Lol, F Mario, yep. We saw that on stream. GLX opens up the DRS, Is he going for a move? He's waiting with the overtake. He's waiting for the overtake. He takes a look, but he doesn't do it. GLX waits yet another lap. So does Dennis. And Persegili locks up. We have Ducks also pretty close, but not close enough. The other Bammers goes to the hard tires. Let's get the tires up. So far the entire top 8 is on the soft tires. Ducks meanwhile on the mediums, and Yaldebem was the first car out on the hard tires. Let's see, my HR man and Nico are also pretty close on track. My HR man with a very clean and nice looking helmet in the Williams. Oh, that's Roy Merrow. I was looking at the Twitch chat and totally missed Roy Merrow retiring. Oh, that's unfortunate. And a very hard sport as well. Oh, that's unfortunate. So Roy Merrow is the first retirement of the day after just 6 laps. Well, it sucks, but you know, it's not the worst track. Better luck next time. As Red Kragel just got passed by GLX, doesn't look like he defended that much. Maybe he did it on purpose, but look at that ERS. He's on 16% ERS while GLX is on 75. So it does look like Red Kragel had to do a lot to defend from GLX. And it also looks like GLX is pulling away from him already. Is he using any overtake? No, he isn't. So GLX currently in the lead, championship leader, looking very strong here today as well. Let's see if he can keep this up. Meanwhile, further down the pack we have a small group of Mario, Dennis, Beef, Persegili and Besla, who are pretty close to each other. Let's see. Dennis locks up a bit. Oh, that's not a good exit. Had a bit of a wheel spin there. GLX sets the fastest lap time of the race. All of the drivers lock up in the first corner there. Let's see if Beef can do something here out of Eau Rouge. Dennis had a bit of a moment, but looks like he did manage to pull a bit of a gap. Even manages to overtake his teammate there on the outside and back on the racing line before the braking zone. Nice overtake from Dennis, and now he has 6 seconds to catch up to the guys in front of him, Red Kurgle and GLX. Still 15 laps to go. You never know what's going to happen. Bit of oversteer there for Dennis, but yeah, maybe Dennis can catch up to the guys in front and make it their life hard. Meanwhile, Beef on Mario. Ooh, is he going to make a move? Yes, he does. On the inside, it looks like Mario has some issues here. Maybe an overheated tire or something, because his pace is falling down massively. As Persegili is now also looking for an overtake. Oh, no, is it Dennis? What's happening to Dennis? What's happening to Dennis? Dennis is just... Does Dennis have a puncture? Dennis has a... What? Dennis has a puncture! And there's a virtual safety car as well. Dennis has a rear right puncture. You can't imagine this. Dux has retired from the session. Ryan Kennedy has retired from the session. A lot of guys are going into the box as well. But Dennis Wires has a puncture. Luckily he has a better pit crew than Bottas had in the Monaco Grand Prix. But I haven't seen this in a while. Dennis on the hunt towards Red Krigel and GLX suddenly got a puncture there in the last sector, and GLX also went for the medium tires and probably had one of the best strategies possible here, because it's still a virtual safety car. And Ryan Kennedy has left from the session, so now we have 3 retirements already in just 8 laps. And Beef currently in P2 with a ref glitch. So let's just stay on board with Mario, who's 5/10 behind him. The other one has just passed my HR man. Into P11. And is closing in on Nico, who's also on the harder tires. Meanwhile, let's see what Red Kragel does. Is he going into the box? Yes, he is. So he's going to take a few hits here. So is Beef. So is Mario, I think. Yeah, Mario is also going into the box. And GLX is already on the straight here. So GLX has pulled off a masterclass of a strategy here. Again, taking the lead by possibly 10 seconds. By the looks of it, as Red Kragel comes out of the box with a delta difference of, let's wait till it refreshes, 8.5 seconds, 8.6 seconds, and looks like Dennis is back out in front of his teammate. That's nice. So GLX basically in the lead right now. Besla, of course, is still in front, but he's 8 lap old softer tires, so he still needs to pit. So GLX virtually in the lead and almost physically in the lead here as Nico passes. Oh, there's a nice battle going on here. Let's go on board. Nico and Persegili going side by side. Yaldavam is looking from behind there, and Persegili just passed Nico. Nice move. Through pool home. Nice. So yeah, Dennis got a puncture in sector 3 somehow. I haven't seen that in a while, especially at this point in the race. And he still manages to be in P5. So well done, Dennis, I would say. Didn't lose that much of a position. Want to become famous by followers, primes and viewers? No. No, I don't really want to become famous, thank you. Besla, of course, now in the pits. Where does he come out? I think P8 or P7. P7. So Besla also has a pretty good strategy, I think. Pretty solid. Oh, he lost 2 positions. Never mind. But yeah, oh, wrong one. Let's put the tires up. Yes. So there's this small group of Dennis, Beef and Mario. Beef is basically sandwiched between the Mercedes of Dennis and Mario. All of them on the medium tires. They could basically take these to the end pretty easily. Except if your name is Dennis and you get a puncture. To be honest, the race has calmed down a bit. The gaps are still within 1 second, but you basically need to have enough overspeed to pass the car in front, even when you're in 1 second. And Red Kragel had just improved on GLX. Red Kragel has gained a bit on GLX, but not that much. I think it's going to be impossible to catch him, as Nico has a very bad exit out of the last corner and gets overtaken by a my HR man for P11 this race. And meanwhile, Tepcro is also looking for a move on Nico. Not yet though. Not enough space. On the DRS, my Chomet is the only one not having the DRS. So these guys stay in their position for now. Meanwhile, Yaltapamas is closing in on Persegili in P9 as Dennis gets a 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt him, and at the end of the Grand Prix if it stays like this. And Beef has also passed Dennis. I just noticed. So there's that. Mark Nicky gets a 3-second time penalty. That's a sip if you're playing the drinking game. GLX just sets the fastest lap time. Now watch Red Kragel setting the new fastest lap time. There he goes, 1:44.0. And I think Dennis is going for a move again pretty soon on Beef here. Also, Tepcro is pretty close as well, Nico. Let's see what Tepcro does. Or is Dennis good? Yeah, Dennis is good enough to go for a move here. Even before the DRS line, he puts his car alongside Beef. And with the DRS, he's easily in front of him. So let's go with Tepcro closing in on Nico. But Nico also has the DRS from Maya Talman, so it isn't going to be that easy. Tepcro saving his DRS for now so he can attack later. But Maya Charman is currently holding up Nico, so Nico needs to get past him as soon as possible. Otherwise, Tepcro has a chance to overtake him because he's stuck behind my HR man. Meanwhile, Mario is closing in on Beef because Dennis has passed Beef on Tobacco Stray, of course. Beef probably has a bit of dirty air, so it's harder to get those sharp angles through the corners. GLX and Red Kragel go across the finish line again, but no fastest laps this time. Red Kragel has gained 2/10 again over last lap, but still not enough to be able to catch GLX. So Red Kragel needs a safety car if he still wants to win this race. Meanwhile, Beef, is he going for a move here? Let's see, he's closing in, he's closing in, he's closing in. No, he's waiting it out. He's waiting it out. So let's go on board Persegili as he passes Paladin along the outside of Tobacco Strait. Meanwhile, Tapcrow on Nico. Ooh, this is going to be interesting here. Oh, he backs out of it. There was a small chance that he was going to outbreak Nico along the outside here, but unfortunately it didn't look like that, so we still have to wait another lap to see if Tapcrow is going to overtake Nico. Meanwhile, Yaldabamas is also pretty close on Paladin, because he got overtaken by Persegili, of course. Let's see if Yaldabamas can make quick work from Paladin here. Doesn't look like Paladin is going very fast. Maybe he has some issues with his tires or a broken front wing, we don't know. But let's see what Yaldabamas does through the final sector here. Stays out of the curb. Keeps it in the slipstream. Looks like he's going to do it here. Yaldabamas along the outside of sector 3. What a move. That's a nice move from Yaldabamas there. That's pretty difficult to do an overtake full speed through sector 3 out of the dirty air and onto the dirty track. Hats off to Yaldabamas for pulling that off. Nice move. Meanwhile, Tapcrow is edging closer to Nico, in overtake as well, so and Nico is also in overtake. So let's see if Tapcrow is going for a move here. Decent-ish Rouge opens up the DRS. Yeah, easy move. Down the straight. I think the cameraman just got a whiplash from changing their camera. But Nico is not giving up just yet. Side by side they're going through the chicane here. Oh, breaks deep, but Tapcrow locks up and that gives Nico the opportunity to go down the inside and fend off the racing line. So Nico, who got overtaken on the DRS straight, outbraked Tapcrow in his back into P12. Nice defending there from Nico, also known as Clutch King. And it looks like Red Kriegel has lost half a second to GLX over the last 2 laps. That's very unfortunate. Hopefully, for Red Kriegel, of course, there's going to be a safety car, because that makes the grid cramp up a bit and give the opportunity to go for fresh tires, if at the right moment, of course, and then a final sprint towards the end of the race, but because his teammate GLX is currently driving in first with a healthy lead of 8.5 seconds. You can see no one in the distance behind him, and it looks like the championship leader is going to take those 25 points, and I think Red Kriegel set the fastest lap time, so not that. Yeah, Red Kriegel has the fastest lap time, so he doesn't take that home, but he takes home the 25 points as Tapcrow is going for another move down the straight on Nico, and it looks like Nico has given up the fight this time in sector 1. And Mark Nicky, oh no, Mark Nicky has retired, and that's a full safety car, which is good news for Red Kriegel. And let's go on board GLX and see what he does. Is he going into the box? Red Kriegel is 10 seconds behind. Is GLX going for the soft tires here? Is he going to carry on? No, GLX is going into the box. Let's see what tires he's going to put on. And remember, because Red Kriegel is a teammate of GLX, it's vital that he doesn't have a lot of lost seconds because of the double stop. If we go with Red Kriegel now, you can see that Cody's isn't the best in doing double stops. Here he goes. They wait for a bit, even though GLX was already way out of the box. But yeah, everyone goes into the box. Beef, Landers, Milkman, Dennis also on the soft tires now. Besla also going into the box. Mario also with a double stack of Mercedes. Someone carries on. I think that's Paladin and Cody's. Just put Persgili in Mario. I think that wouldn't happen in real life. So GG Cody's. Persgili, great race number, but unfortunately that's taken already, my man. So basically everyone is going for the softs now. And I think, except for Paladin. Paladin is still on the hard tires. What a mad lad. Paladin in P6 currently on the 7 lap old hard tires. It didn't even have to do a double stop here, a double stack here with Mark Nicky because his teammate retired from the session. So he purposely drove past the pit lane. And looks like he's going to take those hearts to the end, warming them up, because you know those hearts are so hard that they won't warm up until you put them in an oven and put it to 300 degrees at least. But yeah, the entire field except for Paladin is on new, fresh, soft tires. So this is going to be a sprint race till the end of the Grand Prix. And that is if we start this lap. If we start next lap, which I think we'll do, because otherwise the safety car will dim his lights here. Nope, it looks like we will do another lap of safety car, of Spa behind the safety car. Meanwhile, the rest of the grid is catching up with the safety car, so let's run through the fields mid-race to see how everyone is doing. So GLX currently P1 did overtake his teammate Red Kragel, but Red Kragel is looking very dangerous in his rear mirrors. In P2 of course Red Kragel. Lano's Milkman has gained 5 positions here. Very impressive stuff from him. Also pretty competitive over the last few Grand Prix, so I would say a bit of an underdog. Maybe you could go for the win as well. We'll see. Dennis Wires, given the fact that he had a puncture and still managed to get into P4, even though with penalties, that's very impressive stuff from the Dutchman there. Also a reserve driver, of course. So not a regular to doing weekly races. Very impressive stuff from him today. In P5 we have Beef, also a very good race. In P6 we have Paladin, of course, but he is on the hard tire, so don't expect him to finish the race in these positions. If he does, that's very, very extraordinary, because he's up against everyone on fresh new tires. Besla lost a few places, not too bad though. Mario, on the other hand, was a victim of the double stack, and as you can see, you can lose a lot of positions, but because he was, I think, about half a second behind his teammate Dennis, and he's currently well, 4 positions down on him. So Mario is not happy with his new teammate, I think. Persegili, P9, not too bad. Could be better. Not great, not terrible. The Alabama's, of course, in the fight with Mario, he lost his front wing. Currently P10 on the soft tires. I expect him to be very eager to get some positions again. The safety car is in this lap. My HR man, decent race so far. Tapcrow, also very decent race. And Nico, not bad, given the fact that he started last. Let's go on board with Red GLX for a bit, and then go with Red Kragel and see when GLX is going to pull away. GLX warming up the tires here, nice and fine. I think GLX wants to go already, but the safety car is still not in. Looks like GLX is really wanting to go early here. Let's go on board with Red Krogel and see what GLX does. And there GLX goes. Red Krogel wasn't really aware of it, but not very bad corners here. Lennox Milkman very far behind Red Krogel, and Dennis was wide awake on that restart, already making the move on Lennox Milkman. Lennox Milkman stuck behind Dennis. Well move from Dennis. Mario is getting overtaken by Persegili. They're going side by side as is Paladin and Besla. Is this going to end well? Paladin and Besla is Persegili and Mario as well. Mario gets a 3-second time penalty. Mario, or Tepco I mean, is just overtaken my HR man as I misclick on my keyboard. I'm sorry. But yeah, Dennis very aggressive on that restart and is looking very dangerous to Red Kragel and GLX here. Dennis really pushing those tires. He still has four laps to catch him and overtake him. Is this Monaco TV director? I'm sorry, Maro. I'm sorry. I think they had my keyboard because I missed another one. Mario. Oh, Mario. Oh no. Mario lost it in Puon. I think. Oh, he has damage as well. I think. Yes. That's overheated tires for you right there. Mario has damage, so I think he had a crash with someone. Nice drift there, mate. Let's go on board with my HR man, who's pretty close to Paladin. Paladin on those hard tires. I think Paladin had an issue with Mario. At least that's what I'm presuming here. Nico also very close on my HR man. And giving us a very good view. Oh, and Nico brake checks. Outbrakes himself and goes into the back of my HR man. And that just cost him his front wing. That's basically race over for Nico right there. Who's currently in P12. Let's go on board with Lando's Milkman. Closing in on Dennis. Is it close enough? I don't think it is. No, he doesn't even have DRS. So going a bit further down the pack, we have Tepcro. I think my Salman is the closest one towards Paladin. Nope, not close enough. Meanwhile, Dennis just closed the gap with I think 2 seconds. No, not 2 seconds, 1 second. But GLX is still pulling away. Nice and tidy here, so I don't think Red Krogel and Dennis will cause any issues for GLX's win. Meanwhile, Persegili is closing in on Vesla slowly but steadily. Let's get the tires up. As you can see, everyone is on the softer tires except for Paladin, who's on 10 lap old hard tires. What a mad lad. Let's go on board with my Harman, who looks like he's going... Looks like he's going for a move on Paladin as the DRS is enabled. This lap we still have 2 laps to go. So this race isn't done just yet. Maya Chalmin closing in on Paladin. He's definitely going for a move down Tobacco Stray after Radion. Maybe even in Oruz. No. Paladin has a better exit. Also Persegili on Besla. Besla not having the best of exits there. Persegili opens up the DRS, closing in on Besla. Not using any overtake, so that's not going to be a move. My Chalman then. Oh! He lost a lot on Paladin in that first sector. So guess my Chalman has to wait another lap to make a move. Meanwhile, Yalta Bemis on the soft tires is using his overtake to get closer and closer to Persegili. If he opted for his own setup, he can't drive this second sector. We'll see if he takes it very wide or takes it on the curb here. A bit of both. So I guess he's using his own setup instead of mine, which is better. you can also see it if he's gaining here, but I think Persegili is in the slipstream of Besla, so you can't really see that. Mario gets a 3-second time penalty meanwhile. And my HR man looking for a move on Paladin. Is he going to brake check and dive bomb him? No, he isn't. But he's very close. And Red Kregel, meanwhile, looks like he has gained a bit on GLX, and he has... Oh, he's also within the DRS. So, Red Kregel might be opting for a move in the final lap here. GLX, surprisingly, without his normal ERS numbers. So, looks like GLX is not in his comfort zone after the safety car restart. Jan de Bemmers currently right behind Besla and Persegili, who just switched positions, which happened off camera. I'm sorry, Mero. And my HR man also very close to my HR man. Wait, what? Paladin? No, my HR man is still very close to Paladin, still. But let's take a look at this battle. The battle for the win. Is Red Kregel able to catch GLX before the end of this race and overtake him to take home the victory? And I think the fastest lap of the race. Let's see. Fastest lap. Fastest lap. No, GLX has the fastest lap by 300ths of a second. You can't make this up. Interval, yes, please. So we are already in the last lap of this Grand Prix. Is Red Kregel close enough to make a move on GLX? GLX has a conservative line through Radion, as Jan de Bemmers is also pretty close on Besla. GLX probably using everything he has here. Red Kregel isn't using everything he has, and he hasn't catched up. So if Red Kregel still wants to make a move as Besla overtakes Persegili, and Jan de Bemmers almost pumped into the back of Persegili himself, my Salman finally goes for the move on Paladin. Nice move down the inside. But yeah, Red Kregel needs to pass him in a very strange position. I would save your ERS a bit and try it in the last sector, because you can get a nice slipstream down there if you have a good exit. So let's stay on board with him for that last sector. If GLX has a bad exit here, which it looks like he has, but not by much. Oh, this is going to be very close. Is Red Kregel able to catch GLX? I think GLX is defending, no, not too much. Red Kregel is still closing in. I don't think it's enough. So Red Kregel is going to take home the 26 points today. He has the race win, and he also has the fastest lap. So a 1-2 for AlphaTauri, with GLX on top with Red Kregel in second, as GLX just disappeared. Wait, so GLX just had a lag bubble after the finish. If he had that 5 seconds earlier, it would have cost him the victory. Dennis in P3, Lenders Milgman in P4, Besla P5, Jan de Bemmers P6, Beef behind him in P7. Jan de Bemmers still managed to get to P6, that's nice. Persegili P8, 9 for Tapcrow, 10 for my HR man. Paladin in P11, P12 for Nico, and last but not least we have Mario, who had that wing damage, of course, and looks like he's going for the fastest lap. I think he did set the fastest lap in the end. If that means, if he did manage to get that fastest lap, it means that GLX doesn't take home the 26 points but the 25 points. But still, it was a very, very eventful Grand Prix as we see Jalex's podium dance for the Spa Grand Prix. Dennis Wyatt has left the session. Dennis, my driver of the day from pretty much the back of the field. No, not the back of the field. I think P10 or P11 into P4. Managed to get a puncture to the pit box and still managed to finish in P3 at the end. So what started as a very eventful Grand Prix ended as a very Grand Prix as well. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Next week we're back for the Italian Grand Prix. I hope to see you again next week. See you. Bye bye.